Good morning, everybody. The time is 10:05. I've just finished the video and it is 57 minutes long. I repeat, 57 minutes long. So if anybody's watched that, but at this point or tomorrow's video, I'm going to know what the average watch time was. And if it's like 5 minutes, then I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry actually. I like making long form content. I quite like just maximizing that. But anyway, more importantly, today's day is going to be a bit of a scramble. I've got loads of little bits and bobs to do. I want to get this suit that I need from work for a wedding that I've got tomorrow, like an evening wedding. I want to make content around it, obviously. I've just been invited to this centre that saves stuff from landfill. They've messaged me on TikTok and they went, hey, we've seen your videos, we like what you do, we're in Leicester, we'd love it if you came through and had a look at some of the clothes that we've not organised and maybe we could sort a deal. So I'm literally just going to jump there now because that's like sort of taken priority. So I'm just going to go and grab a coffee, jump there now, and then probably head back to work, sort out a live. And I really today want to go through a bit of a video response with some of the comments of what people have said, because I think the way to keep the community side of things going is, I guess, if you guys feel like your comment I'm actually responding to. So let's just try and maybe every video get through about 3 or 4 of them that I haven't touched on a response, or I think maybe need a little bit more clarity. So yeah, on the next shot, I'm going to be either in the coffee shop, just getting one quick, or I'm going to be at this new space. So yeah, look forward to it, and yeah, see you guys soon. What's the normal process then? How does it actually work?
And what happens, people come in here, okay?
So yeah, Malcolm said he's got literally these 2 containers. Have a little look. So you don't mind being on the camera in the back?
No,
oh my goodness, look at all of that stuff. So yeah, we're going to... Where do I even start with this?
Well, you tell me.
Okay.
This is just donations that,
yes,
you know, we just can't use. We just inundated.
So how does it normally work as this system? Does you just take a bag at a time and do it?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
But then the bags are constantly being filled up as well?
Yeah.
So this is always like this?
Always.
Right, okay.
Yeah, this is always like this. Sometimes we can't even close this door sometimes.
Oh my goodness. Right, well, let's see if we can make some dent on it. Right, so I've just looked at this big mountain and honestly, the pile is stacked. I'm thinking, I've never looked at this side of the process from this side where you're we're at the big tip just here. And they said, come and have a little look at some of the clothes and have a little organised for yourself. So I'm thinking, I'm just going to pull some bags. We're just going to take a look together. And maybe if I find some bits, I'll show you what sort of stuff I found. Hopefully there's nothing that's got any poo marks on it or anything. I mean, I guess you can't help that it's a donation. I know that's a weird thing for the first thing I thought of, but that was just literally where my mind went straight away. So hopefully in some of these other shots we're going to update with some of the bits, but yeah, my new phone is getting absolutely blasted with water on it in a minute. First bag of the clothes, and run with this. Look, this has got some feet on it. I don't know what that is. I've never seen something like that in my life. Definitely would see that at a car boot, but yeah, I've only got literally about half an hour before this gets moved along, so I've got to just quickly check. Okay, so unfortunately the camera angles I get in here are not the best because I'm literally in a container right now. So I'm just gonna have a little look through some of these bags. They haven't really said they haven't said a specific of how to go through them. Essentially this is just the donation stage. So we're gonna see if I find anything. If the first item I pick is a cool one. Oh, it actually is an Adidas puffer with loads of bits of material going. But this is essentially, I've not really understood more information about where it's going. People are looking at me funny because I've got my hood up just looking through these clothes. But this about to go in landfill. Could be something to repurpose, So that's the whole aim of the game, but this is literally just somebody's inventory of stuff they're getting rid of. Star Wars pop-up. To be honest with you, I might come back again and say, what are these? Pretty mad Converse shoes. In fact, I'd probably take them. I'd probably take them on the account of seeing what price they're going to charge for this, because obviously this is stuff where the guy said you can come in and we can sort a price for a bag. So I don't know whether he means just take it as is and maybe charge a price or what. I'm not sure how the system works, but because I found a few branded bits in here, I have a feeling I'll probably find a few more. So have a look. They're actually old school Olympus shell bottoms. This is cool, man. I think this sort of content is definitely quite fun to do. So yeah, as soon as I got the message, I was like, oh my god. So many hands have been in these probably. Oh my god, I'm just thinking about how many hands are in it now. Doesn't make a difference. I'd probably put on a beanie from. Is that Zoella? The YouTuber. Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, this is like definitely a different version of the process. Like actually looking through like donations, people's stuff that they've got rid of, and figuring it out. Like, you know, these coats, repurposing them. Where could they be? How could they be used? You know, this is the part of the process that people don't see. This is the part of the process that exists with it. Like, this is exactly what people do. They donate all their clothes, or they'll donate textiles. They'll use like banks such as this. There's a big portion of people that will just whack it in a bag and get it binned off. And I think it's where people forget like where the value might be, or like how to repurpose it. I mean, the woman here, one of the women here, when she came in, she was like, oh, what do you do? And I was just like, I just save stuff from landfill. She's like, oh, you're a reseller. And I went, well, reselling is a byproduct of it, but at the same time, if you want to save stuff from landfill, you've got to incentivize people to want to save it from land as well. I think that's one of the elephants in the room. It's like, yes, there can be people out there that are like, I want to do good, but there's also people that are like, what do I get out of doing good? And that's just the reality of it. Like, you've got to make something for yourself. As I mean, you're doing it. Oh my god, some of these bags are going to fall. Hang on. Like, this is stacked to the ceiling of it. I'm just on the outside of it. And I think I'm probably going to come back at a different point. I don't know, like, a best strategy for this, to be honest with you. I'm just like, they said come and have a little look through the stuff, but this is like in its like pre-sort stage. I guess what he said is like people, like, it's collected constantly, and then it's gone through in different phases. Let's see what this coat is. Hang on. So yeah, I mean, the reality of donations is that it's full of absolute loads. What's this? This is like a quilt cover. So yeah, you know, used textiles isn't just like clothing, it's actually all the other stuff as well. So yeah, I know there's like a load of eyes in this going, God, get that bag, look at that. But it's like, where do you even start looking at it? I just thought I'd come down, to be honest, to build some content, because I thought it'd be fun. Personally, for me, I do find this stuff really interesting, this part of the cycle. And obviously, this is when it comes down to it. See, a lot of people, what they'll do is, the reason why you'll use a supplier is because they've done all the heavy lifting of finding the stock, setting a premium price and doing all that. And this is like something where people, you might be looking at this and going, how do I even find somebody that does this? I didn't find them, they just like messaged me. But this is just at a local tip, and they have a charity shop at a tip. You know, that's essentially what this is. I've just realized I need to do a video like that. Hang on. Also, I say hang on, like, oh my god, no man's business. So yeah, that's funny. Right, this is probably going to be a good thumbnail as well. Hang on, let me just get. Right, anybody that's looking at me in front is thinking, God, this guy's a fool. So I'm in this point now where I've got like about 30 minutes to have a little flutter and a look through. Realistically, this is just content to draw attention and awareness to these things that exist. But at the same time, there's that part of the reseller in me that's trying to not get his new phone wet, but also is thinking, what about like actually looking through and trying to look at everything? But I've got like a 30-minute window, so I'm like, these clips are key to let you know, but then at the same time, I actually need to look through some bits to let you know. But this is just like scratching the surface of new curiosity. Like, now I've connected with these guys here, this could be something to come back and keep doing stuff anyway. I'm basically just making some TikToks, filming the YouTube, and also looking through it. So you can see how I'm trying to do 3 different jobs at the same time. It's all good. This is what we do, man. This is what we live for. Live for. Just saw this little leather side bag in there, so I thought I'd just nibble it out with my fingers. This is what I mean. These things are fine. Like, yes, the leather needs a little bit of wash and love, but at the same time, people that are using festivals would rebuy this for a $5 and it'd be a quick sale. So like, this stuff is just not, is here for because it's like assumed that it's got no other purpose. But I beg to pose the question, let's just try and find another purpose. I have no idea if these are worth it, but I just saw these Heelys with the wheels intact, and I thought, let's just take them. He's giving me a price just to take things as random, because obviously doing this system like this, I mean, gosh guys, no offense to everybody who's donated, but if you had smell-o-vision, yeah, smelling. All right, so the time is unsure, but I've been here for about 10-15 minutes. I've just found a few bits. The guy just said a minute ago, he didn't mind me going through the bags, but what a lot of people do is they actually sell it by the bag, so you just take the whole thing, which is definitely more of a sustainable approach. I actually just wanted this opportunity to just sort of capture things that I saw inside and just get a basis on that. But I think right now I'm just gonna go and let them know that I'm just gonna grab these, see what the price is, and then when we get back to work, I'll actually show you what we grabbed as a result. Right, the bag has been secured. Now this is everything that I just saved from the container right now, and then what I've got inside when we get back. Okay, so I've just come into work now, remembering the massacre. So these are the sold ones. These are the ones I didn't do. I basically threw them on there yesterday because I thought I'd left my keys underneath. These were the items that we saw yesterday that had sold. And I've actually thought, based on the time it is, it's like, what, 10 to 1. I'm actually not going to do a live today. And this is the reason why I'm not going to do it today. I mentioned yesterday about the way that there's no routine and it kind of creates this perspective where you don't know when to tune in or not. It also is quite a blessing that there's not a routine, because now I'm looking at the time, I'm thinking I had no obligation to go on a live today. I did not need to do the live as such. Like, it's not detrimental not to do it. And I'm looking at the stuff that I can do against it. So like, I've got like loads of admin stuff today. So I've got like all that stuff to list on the website. I've got, let me just face this way, I noticed the lighting, this new camera, not to get into it, but there's some very different settings on it. Has even like a cinematic setting, but I'm not going to start doing that just yet. Imagine me going to the charity shops and it's like, dun, dun. I was thinking of like when they pretend to walk on the moon, and like, that song about going to charity shops and making it cinematic. But my point was that what I'm going to do now is I've just literally come to work so that I can grab a few shots, show you the stuff that I just found in that container. Had a really interesting conversation with a guy, and it's going to be very interesting. Now, this is very, very sustainable, what we're going to be doing, because this is really saving items from landfill that are donations and are just literally going to get put into the ground. So this is really saving it from landfill as well. In the same breaths of everything else. So what I'm going to do is we're going to have a little look at that, and then I've got a few other little parcels to send off, so I guess we'll just have a little look at those as well. What I'm just in the process of doing now, really, I mean, not really a process as such, but I'm just thinking that because I'm just here for a minute, it makes sense to sort of, you know, get these out. I had a moment there where I thought, oh my God, am I throwing the wrong ones out? It wouldn't have been a problem if I was, but it's just like one of them things, you know. But I've got literally the bag from, the container that I want to go into. And to be honest with you, like, I didn't get like that bad bits. Like, I got some random bits, and I'm interested to show you. But I think people really like the curiosity of it. And I think what's funny as well about like the curiosity is a lot of people probably wouldn't be willing to do that because the process isn't fast to find the items you want. So I've just actually secured a new deal with the guy that I went to see there, because he messaged me off TikTok as well, and he was just like, oh yeah, like what you do and really want to like see if like we've got something that could be useful for you. And I was like, mate, definitely, like, let's start the conversation. So, you know, with what we do, I've got a lot of connections with people who can like repurpose stuff, and you know, I've built the foundations. Bearing in mind, this actually wasn't my just so you know, like, this wasn't actually my business model. This is the stuff I got. This wasn't actually my business model, being a like a sustainable, super sustainable activist of a person. I'm trying to say this in the simplest way of like, I haven't actually built a business model off doing this. It's just so much so that as a result of the situation I was a part of, i.e. COVID, Brexit, and changing the business, I had to like adapt a little bit. This door as well needs caving in because it's so annoying. But yeah, let's have a little look at what I got from the ground, or the container, not the ground. Saved it from the ground. What's going on, guys? Here I am actually wearing this puffer that I found from a landfill bag. So I was about to put my mouth on to just get the sleep, but I probably shouldn't. This is actually a Rohan, hang on. This is like a Rohan puffer that's actually really nice. But this is what, hang on, I can't use my teeth. This is what I just found from the tip. So got this one, Rohan puffer. Got this leather bag that we saw. These Nike dry fit bottoms. This was really cool. I quite like these. I have no idea if they're worth it, but these Heelys with the shoes. These criminal damage joggers, which are pretty cool. Like I say, guys, the process that we've just sorted is a relationship with the guys at the centre. Jigsaw Come on, belt. There we go. Jigsaw belt. Don't know why I got so aggressive then, sorry. Juniors, Levi's Juniors. I was allowed to just go through some random bags, but it's not the case normally. What he said is I'm essentially going to take X amount of bags a week. And the reason why it's sustainable is because I will be taking all of the waste. Like this, I found all of this stuff. These Berghaus trousers are really cool. I found these items, right, out of about 10 donation bags. So essentially, he's let me do that for this time, but I would have to buy all 10 of the bags and get, like this was about 10% of the stuff that I got from the bags. So it's what you do with the other 90%. That's where the sustainable approach comes in. So what I'll do with this is this will just go into the normal cycle of what we do. Anything that's knackered will go into rags and reworks. And we'll basically be saving the items, putting them online, and then shipping them out. So it's going to come in there, down the bottom, back up to shoot here, and then back up posted there, and then kicked out the door. So that'll be that, and that'll be what we do. So now I've got them here, I'm probably just going to do some of the TikTok videos that I said a minute ago. So here we go on a show and tell of what I found. So I want to just disclaimer this process because this comes down, hang on, this comes down to this thing again where you see cool items, but you need to understand the whole scope. So like these items here, I was allowed to go through them, and I don't know if this is because he messaged and he said, I've seen you on TikTok, I like all the videos about reusing and repurposing. I'm a manager at this place and I'd love to see if we could do something. So I was like, yeah, let me come down. And he said, yeah, you can have a look through some of these clothes. I didn't actually meet him directly today. I met the deputy manager, and basically we've got this new thing where he said, whenever you want to come down and grab some bits, it's essentially taking the bags. Now, I went through some of the donation bags. This is about 10% of the stuff, and 90% of it I rejected in them moments, because what I'm going to do with these videos now, I'm realizing, because this is just how we're going to roll with it, I'm going to go next week and take 100 bags and show you exactly what I get from them 100 as a cycle, so you can understand like what it actually takes to be sustainable. Like you see nice items and think, wow, you've probably paid next to nothing for this item, but the process of what you're going to be doing is taking a lot of stuff that you probably don't want as well. So I'll just go without further ado and show you. So the best item I think that you'll probably like are these Berghaus snap popper bottoms. Really cool, like waterproof. I found it in a bag with like this jacket actually. It's really nice Rohan orange puffer. It's about a grade B, but it's a really nice coat. Got this little leather side bag. This kid's just unbranded leather jacket because I liked it. Jigsaw suede belt. A Juniors Under Armour pullover hoodie. This brand new in tags. Got this 1991 tag Octave polo top. Probably be an easy eBay flip if I wanted to. I got these criminal damage bottoms. Then I got some 14-year-olds Levi's jeans. We also got these Heelys, which are pretty flipping cool. So I got these Heelys with the shoe, with the wheels, which is pretty mad. If they were my size, I'd probably wear them. No word of a lie, just to look like Napoleon Dynamite, I think. Oh, my head's not in it. Got these Nike tracky bottoms. Got this Adidas puffer that's got a few marks on it. And then also this Jasper Conran pair of kids' trousers. So the aim of the game is essentially going to be to take this stuff and not do a cycle of going, this is how much I sold it for, this is what I did. But I was just invited, as I've obviously said about 50 times now, I was invited to come and have a little look at it. And I have systems in place for how I buy stock. And I already have these metrics in place because that's already what I've been working on for a long time. But this could be another little like addition to it. And a lot of what I want to try and do is, to be honest with you, is I know I keep preaching about how buying vintage isn't sustainable. I want to be the solution to the problem that I'm bringing to the attention. I think we all know that buying vintage isn't sustainable, but what most people want to do is they go, yeah, I'll take that little pile of clothes for a nice price, but what about but I don't want any of the fast fashion stuff. I don't want any of the stuff that's damaged. But being sustainable is taking and repurposing all that stuff as a means of selling the best bits. You can't have your cake and eat it is a saying that people probably say as on the basis of this. So what I'm going to do now is do the videos that I keep saying I'm going to do, and then head to the gym and grab some food and then do some admin stuff. So the video today might be a bit shorter in comparison to the feature film one that was yesterday. Like I say, if the average time of a watch has gone up, then that will show that the average person was a bit more curious. But if it stayed the same, then I'll take the hint and I'll keep them at 20 minutes and just not make them too long. But yeah, on to the next one. Right, I'm a bit of a donut. I didn't do any of my 2 orders that I've had from. I've not been pushing it for a while. So I've got this shark t-shirt that I noticed here the ladies put in for one of these, which is fine. And then the other one I've got is, bro, oh, it's letting me click it now. So I've got 11.48 off that quarter zip Pierre carding. I think that is here as well. If I look right and look left, it should be there. And that's the one, innit? Yep, that's cool. Right, I've got 1 or 2 on Vinted as well, actually. Now, this was listed for 16 quid, but this person was like, that's all my limits. You ain't got to say no. If you can sell it for more, you should. Otherwise, ain't going nowhere. Good luck with the sale. And I just thought, wait, you should, otherwise ain't going anywhere. Okay, I don't know if that was actually a shade of a throne there or whatever, but I basically accepted it. Now, I don't know if I can find it. Oh, there it is, actually. Is it that one? Oh, no, it's not that one. Shit. This is the moment where I think, did I sell it on a different platform? Because sometimes I'm a bit bad at managing it. BRB, let me see if I can find this one. Okay, so currently it's not where it was supposed to be. So what I think that means is of like one of a few things. So we did this event recently at this hospital where we took some clothes, and we basically I decided to take all the stuff that was on my Vinted and stuff, but I totally forgot to take anything down. So it was just like when you think, what's he doing? I'm actually looking through all of these. Oh, no flipping way. No way. This was my item on Vinted. It was at the kilo sale for the last week. Someone could have just got this and then I'd have been weighing it going 4 quid and I've been like, oh, I forgot. Spend. Honestly, no worries if you don't believe me, but that is literally the one that I've been looking for. So I'm going to get this one sent off and I'm going to get those other 2 posted up, and then we'll head to Vinted. No, we'll head to the every store. Right, I was just having a little look at the profit, or like say the turnover, for example. Now, the t-shirt is 13.21 from Depop, right? That is actually the most that I've got from that one. And the next one is 11.46 on the Pierre carding that I sold 5 days ago. Like I told you guys, I don't actually sell on these platforms as much. And then £10 to the Lyle & Scott. So what I actually do here is probably what most of you do, where I just literally get the label as a means of, I know people go, you can do it on the computer, it's easier, but this is what I actually find easy when you're doing these sort of things, right? Is getting the label on your phone through the app, sending it to yourself in WhatsApp, then just printing it through WhatsApp, because you have to piss about the emails and it's not really an ideal situation. So I'll just wait for this label to get generated, stick it on, and then we'll get them spudded out. Yeah, so I haven't actually listed anything on any platform since we did the Fast 5 challenge that I did for less than 4 days, I think. Just because life got into a point where it just got a little bit noisy, just sending these labels to myself. So this is me just highlighting these moments. Like, I didn't plan to do, I didn't realize that I had any orders as such, because most of what I'm doing at the moment is just going directly through the live stream avenue, the kilo sale avenue, and if I'm being honest, a little bit more of a wholesaling by sustainable means practice. So that's kind of like where I'm at with where we're at. I'm just trying to send myself these labels really easy. So yeah, not too... I should have done this first. No, what I was actually going to say, I had a point to make. Couldn't even send a message. Try again or... Okay, just prove that it's easy. It's like, hang on one sec. This is what I told you lot about the England and being football related as well. So someone sent me a message and, well, sent me an offer of 13 quid on this youth's England top. But I have no idea if I've actually got it still. So let me have a look. Let me have a little look at where it is. See if I can actually find it. So obviously if I can find it, I'll accept the offer. But what I notice about some things, I don't know about you guys. Like, I try and reply to people's offers very quickly. But I do try and find a balance between looking too keen. You know, like if you accepted someone's offer in 4 seconds and you was like, oh, it'd be nice if it was that one, wouldn't it? If you sent someone an offer and was like, yeah, I'll accept it. You do have that feeling where people are like, oh, okay, you're a bit keen. Oh, shit. I don't actually know if I've got that one. That's why I've not accepted the offer yet. The chances of it being in these t-shirt rails. May as well actually have a little look in there as well. Oh no, it's behind them ones. I can't be arsed. I'm not going to do anything on this offer. Sometimes this just happens, guys. After all this case in point, this shitty thing's not working, not sending any of them. So have a little look on the computer if I can quickly find these addresses and get sacked off, because it's peeing it down. So literally almost going to be 2 o'clock before I blink. And yeah, I'm meeting my dad at about 6ish, and I've still got a ton to do. So let me click my fingers and hopefully some of it will be done. Right, the next shot is me still being here. So the vintage one I've not been able to do at all. I've done both of the Depop ones because for some reason that comes through my email address. But the vintage one, the email address I went on and I thought it was like hieroglyphics or something. It was like somebody's like internet password. Then it just said @gmail.com. So I was like, okay, that's not going to work, is it? So having a bit of a change of decision as well. Because of the time I'm on, I'm actually thinking... And I know that you're really going to be concerned about this, guys. I'm thinking to sacrifice the gym and just go and get some food and get a case of my phone. Oh my God, what a day that's not busy. I know. But you know what? It has been. I did think before today, I was like, I don't really know what it entails. I thought that it might be the normal order of like doing a live stream and doing all that. But nothing changes if nothing changes, does it? So I'm literally just going to now head to the Every store, drop these off, past my house, sort my little dudes out, aka pussycats, because I think they're outside at the moment, and then I'm just pretty much going to try and figure out how to open the door when oh, the weather's so peak as well. I'm not going outside yet with the camera, but yeah, this is what I'm doing.
Body's in one place, but your brain's...
Where is a brain? Do you think we are all just in our own little world, aren't we?
Yes. How do you know, in like the definition of the Matrix, how do you know this is real?
Yeah, could be a simulation. This could all be happening in your brain and I don't exist.
And you just applied to one big puzzle.
Yeah, it could be. Guys, enjoy your bubbles and enjoy your days as well. Take care.
Yeah.
Bless these two people. What? This guy just came up to me and just said we're in the Matrix. Must have saw that I was on my some wokeness business. I was like, yeah, man. We are just in a simulation. Can I walk through here? No. I just thought I'd walk down there. Anyway, case has been secured with the phone. I'm just actually going to go and pattern a quick Nando's and probably have a look in one of these charity shops. But the weather is absolutely ugh. So I might just go home and edit, but you'll see on the next shot what I'm doing. And hello, everybody. And hello, it's 10 to 6. Wow, I am all types of wrong today. I have just been listing the items that are going on the website. I might actually just drop the ones that I've done so far, and I've still got about another 15 to list. And I've also been just creating the thumbnail for the YouTube video that goes out in 40 minutes. It says it's taken 70 minutes though to process the HD. So what happens sometimes is because I play with fire so close to the time, is that it doesn't actually process all of the HD until after it's gone up. So if you see it in the first half an hour, sometimes it's probably not the best quality. I'm actually going to be heading off in a moment, so I'm just going to show you my screen, what I'm looking at right now, and then I'll sign it out with the last shot of the day. I do think that this one actually might be a lot shorter than yesterday's, and I'll stop talking about lengths of times of videos, and because you can see the length of the time is down there. Anyway, so yeah, this was not actually the thumbnail I went for in the end. I did actually go for, that was another example. I went for that one, because I thought, you know what, I'll go with something like that sits like with a big arrow, and we'll have a little look. So it's processing it right now, and yeah, ignore that one. I stupidly, as you can see, I've been having a bit of issues with, I don't know why I'm choosing to do this now. Having a bit of issues with the quality of it earlier on because it's having some issues. So this one, I bought 1,000 kilos of clothing. You know, the titles that I use are just going to be there to kind of get some sort of attention, but it's going well. What's funny as well, you know, what's actually funny about, let me just show you this. I'm on the wrong channel a sec. Let me just show you on the YouTube a sec. Oh, bloody hell. Can I go back onto this one and look at it like that? Well, let me reload it. Yeah, so if I go on my actual channel, right, and have a little look at this. I was looking on the videos, right, and 2 of the top 6 most popular, that 713 views 6 days ago, and that one, it's kind of like reaffirmed that this new content style is definitely a lot more beneficial to the sort of what you guys are liking to see, but also it's helping because I actually enjoy making this content a lot more than I had the other stuff. Anyway, final shot, because I'm going to be off ski. So yeah, it's only, like I say, it's only 6 o'clock now. I'm off to go and see my dad now and go and have some dinner with him. And yeah, I mean, I'll probably come back and then chop up some more bits and bobs as well. But this is the whole cycle of like the content, you know, like when I mentioned, I guess on yesterday's video, like the live thoughts that I might have as a result are really nice to keep having in. Also, notifications coming in is so annoying because it looks like I'm just like, I don't know, getting water out my ear or something. I'm not, I'm just reading what came up. The live thoughts that just come throughout the day, like it's not always serious stuff. I'm not trying to be Al Gore. I'm not trying to be like a big activist. I'm just really trying to pass on thoughts that I have based off the experience that I have. And if you disagree with it or you want to challenge it, I honestly open you up to give me something to rapport and respond back with on a comment, because that's always good stuff. But no, this is about like perpetuating a positive thing and realistically, hopefully figuring out together how we actually sell the stuff that people don't want. How do we actually keep fast fashion in circulation so it doesn't go in the ground? How do we remove people wanting to buy fast fashion by encouraging people to buy secondhand? Is that something that's going to take actual fast fashion brands to get on board with, or what? Even though some of them already do that. But anyway, I'm going to leave it here because tomorrow's video, what I'm doing tomorrow, I've got a wedding tomorrow evening, so I'll have to cap the video quite early. But tomorrow I'll be just doing some TikToks, live stream. I got a meeting in between, and yeah, we've got some bits and bobs. But again, guys, I really appreciate you all for watching, and I hope you stay safe and sustainable. Sorry, sometimes I'm just like, I don't know how to sign it off, because I just will keep talking. It's really good to know that you guys are enjoying the videos, and I'm really enjoying making them. And as long as you guys are like, you like watching them, you know what, even if you guys don't like watching them, I'll still make them because I like making them. So it's a win-win if we both like them, okay? But feel free to use the comments to let me know what you think. Feel free to use the likes to give me feedback and let me know to keep going. And if you subscribe, hey, nice to meet you. Meet you. Did I say meet you? Okay, I'm off.